Hello everyone, Steve Atlas here from the Moto USA SoCal headquarters. Today we are bringing you a comparison of Suzuki's 10-year running Hayabusa against BMW's newly updated K1300S. These are their two flagship hyper sports touring bikes, which are designed for distance, comfort, as well as speed. So what are we going to do? We're going to take them for long rides, we're going to take them for fast rides, and we're going to see how comfortable they are. So come on, let's check it out. First up, we got BMW's K1300S. It receives an extra 100cc displacement as well as various accoutrements, different shift gear. It has adjustable suspension, which you can adjust on the fly. It allows comfort, a normal, and a sport mode. For everyday riding, I found normal to be ideal. A big thing and a big difference is the telelever front end and the shaft drive. These are two features that the Hayabusa does not have. The telelever front end works real nice. It doesn't dive. It soaks up highway bumps extremely well. It's very, very relaxed, and it allows for long distance comfort that the Hayabusa definitely does not have. On the other hand, the shaft drive tends to be a little bit of a downfall. While it requires less maintenance than a chain drive, it tends to stutter a bit at low speed. It also, when coming off the line hard, it almost feels like it wants to skip slightly. We found it to be a little bit odd. It didn't happen all the time, but it did happen a little bit. But overall, both the shaft drive and the telelever work extremely well. We had a little bit of trouble with the blinker system on it, but the blinker system's been recalled. They actually went back from BMW's old system to a traditional system where it is all situated on the left side. Overall though, our biggest complaint with the K1300S would be its handling. When you get in the twisty stuff, it feels like it has a very high center of gravity. It doesn't want to tip into the corner well, and when it does, it has a tendency to kind of fall into the corner. It's also very hard for it to change directions as compared to the Busa. It may look smaller than the Hayabusa, judging by the photos, but to be honest with you, it feels twice as big. The plus side is it has absolutely one stomping motor with a killer top end. It pulls for days and days in all gears, and it does so smoothly and seamlessly, and it shifts absolutely flawlessly. So as a whole, I have to rate the bike extremely well. There's just a couple things that are holding it back, and the majority of which revolve around its handling. Alright, the Suzuki Hayabusa 1300. It's really hard to say a whole lot more about that bike that hasn't already been said. It's been the flagship leader of the hyper sport bike market for 10 years now, and there's a good reason why. You look at the bike and you look at the sheer size of the bike, even compared to the BMW, which despite its size looks smaller, but the first thing you notice when you get on the bike and start riding it is it absolutely feels smaller than it is. It looks huge, but for some reason the guys at Suzuki have managed to make a motorcycle that turns well, turns extremely well to be honest with you, holds its line in the middle of the corner, and can get through everything from the fastest sweepers to the tightest corners with the ease of just about any 1000cc sport bike, which to be honest, for high 5, low 600 pound sport bike, that's almost unheard of. And that's definitely one of the shining points of the bike. Also, the linear power from that engine is absolutely ridiculous. We rode both of the bikes for long distances, and this is the only area where the Hayabusa does fall slightly behind the K1300S. The seat just isn't as quite as comfortable as the BMW, as well as the crouched over position tends to put a bit more stress on your forearms and a little bit on your lower back. When it comes down to it, comparing the two bikes, you've got to give it to the Hayabusa. The BMW no doubt has done a great job making their K1300S, but there are some small problems, and the thing that really holds it back is just the fact that it can't handle through the twisties the way that the Hayabusa can. The Hayabusa can go places that smaller bikes can go, but it can also do the long distances that the bigger bikes can do. So really, if you're looking for the ultimate hyper sports touring bike, look no further. You got Suzuki's Hayabusa.